Hello, iClouds. Welcome to your daily reading for Tuesday, September the 13th. We are going to be using our Angel Tarot today, which, Access Tarot. So we're going to, we'll take a look at the angels as well if we need to, but we're going to look at the actual oracle. The actual tarot of it. All right. What is the energy of the day, please, Spirit? What is the energy of the day? What can everybody expect? Thank you so much. Ace of Swords. Beautiful. All right. The Ace of Swords is mental clarity, right? Starting something intellectually. It's motive. It's a guiding idea. Being optimistic about evolution, progress, success. You're being given something new today from a rational mind standpoint, right? You're being able to differentiate between fantasy and reality, but whatever it is a new beginning for you. Okay, what is the energy that we can lean into today, please? Ooh. Well, ooh, Samuel. Beautiful Archangel card. The Devil, right? The Devil talks about walking away from self-imposed restrictions, not following the norm. Basically, if you are given an opportunity to do what society says that you should do, then perhaps maybe you should do what feels right within yourself instead, right? That's how I view the Devil card. Let's take a look at the Seven of Wands. Okay, so Wands is the desire, right, suit. It is being driven. It is risk-taking. Interesting. So whatever it is that is coming up, you feel like you're taking a risk, but it is something that you deeply want to do. And the Seven of Wands is a need to feel like you have to defend what you're doing, right? Being a bit vocal about saying, no, this is how I'm doing it. You can either get on board or you can get out of the way, right? And then we also had come out for us the Page of Wands. Oh, just so interesting that we have the Page of Wands. So whatever it is that you're doing that comes from that desire, creative ambition, risk-taking point of view, it is something that you feel a little bit new at doing, right? You're newly growing a creative side, which I think is interesting because you're starting out with intellect. You're starting out with an idea. Well, maybe that you're just starting out with an idea. You're starting out with the day having an idea, and then you're going to feel like, oh boy, I probably shouldn't because it's weird and people are going to think I'm weird. But the reality is that if you want to step away from that feeling, you can. This is your choice. And then as you do that, you can just tell any of your naysayers, pop off. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what I want to do. And then you're being shown that you're stepping into it, whatever it is that you're doing today. Oh, I wonder what you're doing. Okay, and what is the energy that can be leaned into today? What are we going to lean into today to help us get with that endeavor and get it going successfully? Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, you are just chatty today. Queen of Swords. Interesting. So the Queen of Swords is a very intellect-based card. It is the queen sitting traditionally on her throne, and she is a bit, how do I want to say it? She knows how to get the end result, and she expects that of those around her. She gives 100% the best part of her in everything that she does, and she expects that from everybody as well. So she can come off as a bit hard to please, right? But that's not, I mean, when you have standards, you have standards. It is what it is, right? But maybe we need to just sort of also use a bit of discernment when we're talking to somebody, right? Communication, is a underlying factor of that. And then she's also an indication of divorce. She's an indication of being a widowed. And again, this isn't you're a female in this. You can be a male in this reading. This is energy, right? Energetically, you tend to be somebody who has standards, and you tend to be someone who's a bit hard to please, and you should lean into that, because whatever it is that you're working on is worth it. So, yeah, I definitely see that this is a really wonderful thing for you to lean into. So you're starting with the idea, a bit insecure, then you're going to have to defend it, but then you're going to get going on it. And the Queen of Swords is going to be that strong side of you that is going to take this with that hard work ethic that you have, and the intelligence that you have to do the specific thing that you're doing, right? Because if you're stepping away from the societal norms that are telling you, no, this is weird, then you're doing something that we do not normally see. And quite frankly, that is an excellent thing, and it's going to make you a bit of an expert. So use all that intellect that you have with whatever it is that you're doing and lean into that. And also that came out was the freaking King of Swords, guys. I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up for you. Okay? So you are being asked to just be objective, right? So you have all this ability to work very hard and be smart about what you do. Oh, also with the Queen of Swords, her motives for doing anything is for people to have a better understanding of how to become better versions of themselves, right? So your motives look really just honorable. So when you come into the King of Swords, we're going to carry on that honorable motive, right? Because the King of Swords can be like a little detached. He's not super emotional, that kind of guy. But here's the deal. Being cool and detached as you work through whatever endeavor it is that you're working through, you are able to connect to a wider range of people, right? Because you are not focusing in on just that one specific niche of people, because you don't really care about that. You care about the whole of the good. And so while emotions are not necessarily your strong suit, being cool and detached, you are able to be objective about whatever it is that you're doing. You're going to tend to, even as you defend yourself, you're going to tend to just sort of sit and be quiet, take it all in, and then you're going to speak last. And you know what? Those people who are able to sit back, take it all in, and speak last are probably the people that we should be listening to. So whatever it is that you're doing, thank you so much for doing it. And let's take a look at the ridiculous positive oracle that we always end our readings with. What do you have for us, Spirit? What do you have to talk about this endeavor that is coming up for the collective? What is going on? What are they doing? Okay. Here we go. When I'm in a state of appreciation, I'm in vibrational alignment with my true love of nature. Oh, interesting. I wonder if that means you're doing something in nature or something with animals. When I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in, which is just beautiful, right? So maybe you do have to look into your spiritual self, look inward, look for guidance to feel comfortable about stepping out of whatever is whatever self-limiting belief that you have. And when I'm connected to spirit, I can feel a sense of certainty, magnitude, and ease that I've never known before. So this is beautiful. So as you do whatever badass thing you're doing, have faith. Thank you so much for listening today. And as always,